Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to study chapter 1, light, reflection and refraction. Okay, before we start, I would like to suggest you to connect your earphone for better comprehension. Let's get started. Here we have important keys we have to cover in this chapter. The first important key is reflection. Optical images, mirror, image formed by concave mirror, center of curvature, principle exists, optical center, focus, focal length, refraction, loss of refraction, images formed by convex lens, velocity of light, refractive index, twinkling of stars, dispersions of light, and scattering of light. These are the topic we have to study in this chapter. Okay. Now let's go to the first topic, reflection. Before we start, what is light? Let's talk about light. Light kan ti chon enge ni tang enril ru enge lo om. A light is a form of energy which makes object visible to our eyes. This is the definition of light. Light is a form of energy which makes object visible to our eyes. Light kan ti chuan enril ru enge mo lo lang a mga thil eng mo eng khrim khrim kha light anga khanin lo nga yanga mase for example ka penga light kan ti hianin light emitting object or much luminous object kan tia luminous object a chuan an ma ni a light in pachuak thai mo for example sun te kan tia chuan electric bulb te mo fluorescent bulb kan ti te hi luminous object. They can produce their own light. But what about moon, stars? Moon te stars te zana kan ena van sanga ma van sang kan en chuan kan mu thaya eng wangin nge kan mu thai an mani hi luminous object nge ni a non luminous object kan ti chuan if we say non luminous object they cannot produce their own light. Moon te star te po nge zana kan mu thai chan ka ti chuan a reflection wangania reflection nge reflection kha om lo se moon te king ki kan mu thai don lo ti na nia chuan light chu khoi tangin nge aron chua chuan source oma source khami source tang light ron chua khanin object non luminous object a khanin awachun khan reflection awangin kan mita retina a image khalo informa chumi chu kan mu thei thin ani chu light ani chuanin meeting thil kan mu thei kan tia table te chair te heng te po hi zanthima chuan kan mu thei lo ni because they are non luminous object. They cannot produce their own light, but bulb te sun te kha enge khang ho khan engan pe chuak theya khang eng pek chuak kha nge object non luminous object a fall aron chunta khami eng kha kanmita aron reflect leta retina a image kha aron form thina chu kan lo mu thina ni tro chuan chapter kan lut tong reflection. What is reflection? Reflection kan ti chuanin the bouncing back of light is called a reflection of light. The bouncing back of light, the light ka source atangin light haron kalta mo chuanin engi mo surface a awachun khan khami light awachun khan reflection ron enge light kha surface chunga khanin akal tlang theilowa mo antenna na mirror te po mirror kan nei ta mirror a khanin enge a beam of light torch light ang te po en ta ula kami ka enge reflection aron lom don ni kami ka bouncing back of light is called reflection tuna kan soi chi reflection khania ron let ron chun let thina khamo the ray of light which strikes the mirror is called the incident ray ta yan example kan ziakang here we have a plane surface or a mirror, then this is normal, and here we have a beam of light, a ray of light. This is called a ray of light which strikes the mirror is called incident ray. So this beam of a ray of light hei hian in mirror ava chhun awangin hei hi, this is called incident ray. Then what about reflected ray? He ta hian hei mirror an ta mirror a ran tlak che hianin hei hi normal ania mo normal le nge mirror in kara khan incident ray hi nge a point of contact tilai hen om tur ania chon khami point of contact atang khan a reflection om tani mo hei hi a reflected ray kan ti chan tani mo reflected ray kan nei to incident ray kan nei boka. The ray of light which is sent back from the mirror is called a reflected ray, and the perpendicular line drawn at the point of incidence to the reflecting surface is called the normal to na ka sei che kha hemi incident ray le reflected ray anin to na anin signa mo point of contact kha normal nge hemi mirror perpendicular kan enge kan ngai kan rin hi normal chun tani chuan hei reflection kan sei chunia when a ray of light falls on a smooth surface it gets reflected back tihian reflected back chun ta hianin point of contact kan soya hemi normal le incident ray le reflected ray ho hi mun khata mo point of contact tilaya tak hianin anin to khom vek ani chuan next slide a kal leila laws of reflection. Here we have two laws of reflection. All reflecting surface obey the two laws of reflection. The first law of reflection is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. That is, here we have a smooth surface. Let's say this is mirror and this is normal. Now we have the incident ray. This is our incident ray A, B. This incident ray is reflected B. Let's say this reflected ray is B, C. Then the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Where is the angle of incidence in this case? The angle which the reflected ray and the normal makes. Tahen mo hi reflected incident ray le normally na angle an siam kha angle of incident I kan ti khania, and the angle between the normal and the reflected ray, this is called R, reflection. Then according to the laws, angle of incident is always equal to angle of reflection. The first law of reflection. And yeah, what about the second law? Second law kan en lang. Yes, here we have second law. The incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence always lie on the same plane. The incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal. Let's draw a mirror here. Then let's draw a normal, and this is the incident ray. Then this is reflected ray. Yes. Incident ray and the normal and the reflected ray lie on the same plane. The point of contact tilai hi mun khata anom turani dinani a law. Second law in a soidan chan incident ray and the where is incident ray? A ray which strike the mirror is called the incident ray. And where is reflected ray? A ray which bend away from the mirror is called a reflected ray. Then where is the normal? The normal is a line perpendicular to the reflecting surface. Is called the normal. All these incident ray, normal and reflected ray, they lie at the same plane. Let's say this is angle of incidence I, and this is angle of reflection R. So this ray lie at the point O mo. Ti lai O hian anin tok vek ti na ni chu. Hi angle of incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incident always lie on the same plane around ti kha. Ani tan hi loss of reflection pani kan nei ta chu ni. Chuanin heta hianin hi kan nei important keys. Hemi important keys a hianin mania homework karon la pek lo cheu kha ama chu chu tinge they are center of curvature, principal axis, focus, focal length, and refraction. Heng ho hi a definition notebook in lonjiakang. You have to write down the definition of this 1 2 3 4 5 6. Center of curvature, principal axis, optic center, focus, focal length, and refraction. You have to write down in your notebook. Also reflection heti lai mi zong zong hi eta karon zia ho zong zong hi non ziak lang bokanga. All this and this. Heng ho hi in ron submit don ya notebook before 7 p.m. you have to submit it to me. Okay, thank you.